Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at my customized Transformers 1 Studio Series Voyager class, Sentinel Prime. Now this guy is somewhat customized because I did not like the yellow plastic that his wings were in. It looks like he was combined with Dirge and Cyclonus, and I went ahead and painted it up in gold. Now obviously my customizations aren't the greatest, and there's some things I need to touch up upon, but I need to get a video out before I go traveling. So, real quick, these are the paints I used in case anyone's curious. I used the blue XF8 flat blue Tamiya paint, gold leaf, gunmetal, and finally chrome silver. Also, one more thing, this sword is from the Studio Series knockoff Sentinel Prime. I got him off of AliExpress almost a year ago, if not a year ago now. I just got him with a bunch of extra accessories like a shield and the gun, so I got the sword along with that. So if you're wondering where you can get that, go on AliExpress and get a knockoff Sentinel. I believe he was only 20 bucks, and he is pretty decent plastic. Now the base, how this figure looked was okay, I guess, in robot mode, but he was lacking all this extra gold. The silver here for the thighs I painted the silver and gold here for the arms, and obviously these are all done in gold from when I did it. So yeah, I do have to clean up some of this stuff in blue here, and I have to repaint over this blue. So I'm just going to get that out of the way and show it to you guys there. So yeah, now the stuff that he did come with was this pink shield and these two guns. They're rather plain looking. I wish he came with his sword. It's okay. I should have painted these up in gunmetal, but whatever. It's something, I guess. Now, what paint was there was good. Like, the face is really well painted. So is the chest. My chest does not like the tab in whatsoever, and it's very, very irritating and annoying. These ball jointed shoulders were also really loose, and if you can see, I did have to put some paper towels in there to help sturdy them up. Same with this knee. I stripped the screw in there, so that's barely in there. So I had to use more paper towels for the knee to make it a bit tighter. For some reason, this knee was super tight, but this one's super loose, unfortunately. But this figure just has a presence to it, especially if you put him like in one of these poses with his hands behind his back and kind of looking up. Like, I don't know, it just shows off like his smugness, if that makes sense. Like, he's all this, he thinks he's so high and above everyone else. I just really like that about him. Now for Poseability, you can see the chest wanting to open. The wings are on hinges and on this hinge as well, so they can get out of the way. Head is on a mushroom peg and can look up some as well. The shoulders are on a ball joint, so you can do a full 360 if you move them out of the way. This part's on a hinge. You get a bicep rotation just at 90 degrees for the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, sadly, due to his gimmick, I guess, but they could have worked in a wrist joint. Waist rotation. You can do the big boot. Can't really go back all the way due to his backpack. Full splits. There goes the chest and then some. Thigh rotation right above the knee. A little less than 90 for the legs. And the feet can pivot. Just break his ankles if you want. And then do the transformation. His feet can go down. His heels can move out to accommodate any more poses. So, yeah. Another nitpick is the chest. It just does not want to stay closed on my copy, unfortunately. I tried tightening up the screws, and that didn't help at all. So, yeah. I want to like this figure a lot more than I do, but sadly there's just some issues with it that just keep me from, loving it. It's not a horrible figure by any standards. I have had worse, I have handled worse. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of a letdown to me. For a quick size comparison, now he's not wanting to stand, so that's why I take out these little thrusters to help him stand. I guess that's at least a nice inclusion. If I can prop up my camera stand. Here he is with TF1 Megatron, TF1 Optimus Prime, and finally, Megatron. So there's your scale, and I guess for his wave mates, here he is with Scrapper and Ironhide. So he is the tallest Voyager out of the entire wave, which the 3 Voyagers that came out are all deluxe sized in my opinion. So yeah, now let's get on to his little gimmick here, and he does have a battle mode. So if you are to flip out the mask all the way, get your thumbnail in there and flip out the battle mask, put the chest back in, flip out these sections just a little bit. You can flip out these guns, have that in place. You can move the arms down and make these gun-like things, and you can also flip up the chest a little bit, like so. Bring the arms down, untab this from the side, flip out the guns, bring that back in. Same thing with the other side here. Flip that out, like so. Then you want to take these thrusters and kind of move them out, kind of Starscream style. Same thing with the other side. Move that down. And bada bing, bada boom, you have him in his fighting mode that we saw in the movie. I am really glad that they added this in. It's really fun. I'm just not a fan of how the feet look, but like that's more of a nitpick. I really like how they did this. I do wish maybe there's like a panel or something here where you just can't see the fist in there because it kind of looks weird from some angles. It is nice. It is. I'm glad they included this. And if we bring back, just for example, Megatron, that's how much height he gets, which is cool. And then we'll bring back in Ironhide, just so you can see. So yeah, that's how a Voyager should roughly be. So, yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it for the robot mode, so now let's get him into his vehicle mode. Here we have him in his jet mode, and I really do like how the gold looks in this mode. I do have to touch up this blue here, I did paint that. But yeah, he does look really, really cool in this mode. He's very Cyclonus-y and very dirgy at the same time, if that makes sense. Might go back and paint these thrusters in gunmetal, same with the low gray sections. But I just really do like how the gold turned out. It really does look nice. There is a little bit of spots that I do need to go over with another coat here and there. But for the most part, it does look good. And I did re-go over these with gunmetal and these low guns with gunmetal. I just thought that would help pop. And I like displaying these guns out as well in vehicle mode. Now you can take the robot mode weapons. It just looks goofy, but shield can peg in up top here, like so. And then these guns can peg in to the sides of his jet mode, like so. So 1 and 2, just like that. And yeah, that does help the vehicle mode and gives him some more weapons. So yeah, honestly, he is a fun figure to mess around with and play around with. I do wish there was just a little bit of different things to do with him. I just wish that he was painted like this from the get-go. I feel as though just Studio Series has really been lacking in paint, and I think B127 is like the only figure that I really haven't criticized about it not having paint. I don't know. I feel as though we're not getting as much paint as we usually do in Studio Series. Age of the Primes is fine. It's just with Studio, I don't know. If you get my drift, you get it, but just wish there was more paint on these figures. And it's a shame that when my AoE Optimus arrives, I'm basically going to have to paint that thing from head to toe in silver because he's just molded. He's molded perfectly. He's just not painted, which it annoys me so much. But yeah, as the figure on its own, other than my QC, I really do think this is a good figure, and I think this is the best Voyager out of the figures. But unfortunately, because I have had QC with it, I'm gonna go with Ironhide. I like Ironhide for this wave the most. There's some things this figure I like how it does it, and some things I don't. The chest is way too easily to be untabbed. It doesn't tab in all the way. The shoulders were way too loose. The knee was way too loose on my copy. It's unfortunate, basically. But I do think as a toy, it's a great figure, and you should pick this one up. It's a recommend for me. Just get some gold paint ready at the bare minimum. He looks like Dirge if doesn't have gold. But yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next one. Bye.